Slovensko! Heja, 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 Slovensko!
Atmosféra je vypätá, všetci sa tešíme na zápas. Heja, heja, Slovensko!
Team Poland just hitting the ice here in Ostrava as the Slovaks wait. Poland needs a win. They are 0-3. They do have a point from a 5-4 overtime loss to Latvia on Saturday. They lost 5-1 to Sweden Sunday and lost 4-2 to France yesterday. This Slovak team, one regulation win, one in overtime, and one overtime loss. They had a big victory in overtime against the United States on Monday. Those are the officials for tonight. Jan Rybik from Czech, and Mark Pierce from Canada, Nick Brigante from the United States, and Emil Lehtinen from Finland. 73-year-old Craig Ramsey, a hockey lifer, terrific defensive centerman in his day, played 1,070 games in the NHL, all with the Buffalo Sabres. 54-year-old Robert Calaver is from Bratislava in Slovakia, and you would have to think, Brian, that this Slovak team, obviously the favored team going into this matchup against Poland here tonight.
Yeah, I would say so. Poland, the problem for them is they can't score. They've scored 7 goals in 3 games. Slovakia scored 15, so there's a good comparison there. Poland's -7 in the goals for and goals against, and Slovakia's done a good job there. I mean, they're a +3, so Slovakia can do both things. They can keep the puck out of the net, and they can score. Slovakia dropped down into 4th place because Germany slipped in front of them, but this is Slovakia's game to win and move back ahead of Germany. Poland, 1 point so far. They are down in 8th place. So if Poland get anything going momentum-wise, get somebody to score some goals, that'll be the difference, and I'm sure that's what they'll be working on.
Samuel Hlavai gets the call. He was the goaltender of record in that overtime win against the United States on Monday. He allowed 4 goals on 25 shots. Thomas Fucci, this is his first major international tournament. He came on and relieved John Murray yesterday. Stopped 16 of 17 and made a save against Stefan Da Costa that you would have had to see to believe. It was brilliant. It was the TSN highlight of the night. And away we go as Pospisil will steer that deep. Regenda, property of the one-time Arizona Coyotes. And that pass gets to the board. Blasted around there by Martin Fairbury. Where's 42, a defender with the Washington Capitals. Knocked it down at center. Marcin Kalush, turnover. Kellerman, the hero in the win against the U.S., makes a nifty move. Shot blocked. Milos Kellerman played with Arizona's farm team in Tucson mostly this past year. There's a wild shot. Didn't get to the goal from Fairbury. He's on it again. Fairbury, wrister tip, stopped by Fucci. And he will get the whistle with the body to deal with in front.
Fairbury with a really smart shot there. They're just going to play some basic hockey, get some net front presence here. Fairbury, watch this. He's just measuring the situation. Where's my guy as he set up? Yeah, he's there in front of the net. That's Regenda. Regenda's a really good player. I really like the way he started off the entire tournament. I thought he was their best forward in the first game, and he's continued to make plays. And he just straight lines guys. Got really good hands, and he is around the net all the time.
I said Arizona. Regenda is property of the Anaheim Ducks. He played 54 games with the American team in San Diego. There's a chance from the slot from Cehlarik, and he was denied. So a couple of early opportunities for Slovakia. Batted away by Hlavai. Played his junior hockey a couple of years in Sherbrooke in the Quebec League. A centering pass, and it's pulled to safety by Simon Nemec, the 20-year-old second overall pick in 2022 by the New Jersey Devils. And there's the first pick in 2020 in Slavkovsky. He'll move it ahead. Nemec, Rick wide feed with speed. Rybik off the rush. Pretty good shot and a reactionary save by Fucci. It'll roll all the way down. Both teams making changes now. A spirited start here. Mikhail Ivan wears 29. Now the captain, the veteran Tomas Tatar, weaving his way through center. Tatar finished the season with Seattle. That pass from Koki, kind of fanned on it. Stepping up was Mario Gurman. He wears 7 on defense for Slovakia. Good persistence there from Tatar. But both countries' fan bases trying to outdo each other right now. Here's Tatar in front. Score! Lucas Chingel, and it's 1-0 Slovakia.
I was just about to say that Thomas Tatar in game 1 of the tournament was their best player, and he started the game off the right way. He played with energy. He had pop in his game. He had the puck. And he's on the line here that gets him going to start things off as well. Winning a battle along the boards, getting it to the front of the net. Good basic hockey. They're in position, they're in the right place, they're executing. All alone in front of the net is Thomas Tatar. And even though he gets checked, he leaves it for Singal. And I could have scored that one. There was no goalie in there.
So Singal with his second of the tournament, the 31-year-old. Right place, right time, 1-0 Slovakia. They get off to a sterling start that comes at the 2:03 mark of period 1. Gajdoš back there, and he'll move it up and out of the zone. We'll see if Poland can withstand maybe some early pressure from Slovakia. They can carry momentum after scoring that goal. Puck skips loose to the near boards. At the line, Kolush, the former Vancouver Giant, that is broken up. Reaching back, Matus Suko. Now Kudurna will backhand that in. Former Red Deer Rebel and Vancouver Giant. Speeding away, Kolush looking good through center ice and over the line with a wrist shot. Fought off by Levi. Loose puck gobbled up immediately by Pospisil, having a terrific tournament. He's got 6 points.
I don't mind Kolush doing that. You know, if you get a chance with some extra room, carry the puck and do it, because quite frankly, Poland has problems making 2, 3, 4 passes in a row. It just gets jumbled up. They miss some scoring chances because of it. If they get open ice and they have some speed and have some confidence, take the puck, take your shot, and go to the net. That should get guys away from the puck going to the net for some rebound.
Now the Slovaks trying to keep the puck in the zone on the wing. Shoot, got it in. Both teams change again. That is Mikhail Ivan. He will leave it for Slafkovsky. So Slovaks have the first pick in the 2022 draft and the second is Slafkovsky and Nimitz. And in they come. Wrist shot knocked away by Fuchik. Ivan with a drive as he just came in over the line. Forecheck from Marek Rivik. 24 games of NHL experience, 21 with the Rangers, 3 with the Flames. And at the point, a little bit of time for Ivan. He'll hand it off. Rivik with a drive. That kicked off his skate. The goal coming at 2:03. Chingel from Tatar. He had one of the assists on the play. Poland looked to clear, and it's lifted up by Krzysztof Macias. And Ivan has been out there for a while. A turn and the pass for Nimitz. 60 games with the Devils last year, 13 in Utica in their American Hockey League affiliate. Backhander off the stick and into the trapper of Samuel Levi.
Craig Ramsey put together that Solar, Rivik, Slafkovsky line from the beginning of the tournament, and they've been one of the better lines. There's no doubt about that. Solaric and Rivik played together in Leksand, Sweden this year as they get another look at the goal that was scored. Solaric and Rivik in Leksand. Rivik had 15 goals and Solaric had 19 goals. So keeping them together makes a lot of sense. You put Slafkovsky on that line and you got some pretty dynamic talent.
Spreading out the offense a little bit too as Tatar knocks it down. Around the boards, Libor Hudacek, he wears 79. On the wing, Zygmunt. He had an assist yesterday in that 4-2 loss where Poland was defeated by France. Zygmunt, they were down 4-0, got a couple in the second, but that was it. Tatar will chip it, unable to notch it past the defender. Coming in late was Chingel. He has the goal in the game, and that is offside.
Slovakia will be an interesting team to watch as this tournament develops. How good are they? Can they score enough goals? Will they get good enough goaltending when they get up against the really big teams? Third, fourth place, sitting there right now on this B side. They've scored some goals. I think they act like they know what they're doing as far as scoring goals goes. The power play needs some work. They haven't had a lot of work though. 1 for 7, so they haven't had a lot of power plays, but only 1 goal there. They're penalty killing, 2 goals against in 9 times. Okay, not terrific. So special teams could be a focus here for Slovakia.
Slovakia in their history at the Worlds, 1 gold medal in 2002, silver in 2000 and 2012, and a bronze medal as well. Swinging it, taking it in was Kudurna, but that was clearly offside. Andrei Kudurna, 1 assist so far. He's 32 years old.
And for Poland, special teams are a big problem, so they don't want to get into that kind of a game. They are 0 for 10 on the power play. I mean, they really just have had nothing going. They've allowed 4 goals when they've taken 10 penalties in the tournament so far.
Baranka, Koluch, and at center, just intercepted by Gajdosz. He's a 22-year-old, blasted right back into the Polish zone. 6-2 the shots in favor of Slovakia. Looking to get into second in the B pool with a regulation win. Fehervari with a strong move, and he'll double back. 218 games in his career with the Caps, 66 his last season. And now Pospisil, 3 assists against the United States in the overtime win. He plays an abrasive style of hockey. Kellerman back to the line. Fehervari. Chernisak moved it down to the corner. Pospisil is open. Kick behind the net. Regenda unable to grab that puck. And now Pasiut for Poland will slip that one down. They'll say no icing, that it could have been played by the Slovak player. That was Fehervari, who's 24 years old, and there's Regenda. Nice cross-ice feed to Kellerman. A shot and knocked wide. Just went off target that time as Pospisil flying down the right wing. Both teams looking to change. Carried ahead by Nimitz. Slepkowski now through center. Nice maneuver. Juraj Slepkowski, 20 goals, 30 assists, 82 games with the Habs last year. He's getting a chance there. Back it comes to Nimitz. Low shot kicked away by Fucci.
That shift was all about Slavkovsky. That's what he did well in the first 2 games. Had the puck on his stick, used the width of the ice, the size of the ice.
Hash with a blast as the big rebound came back to him. He put that one over the net. Stepped into that shot. Now Cehlarik, one-time Boston Bruin, knocked further toward the corner by Valaga. Nimitz scoops it, getting some help from Ivan. 3 Slovak players on the attack. Rivik, cross ice. Cehlarik centered it, then went off the skate and flipped to the back glass. Pretty good pace to this opening 7.5 minutes. Now Gronia in for Poland. He was stood up. Koch got in front of him and impeded his progress, and back they go.
Both teams just trying to get their game going, and that means they want flow. They want puck handling. They want to make plays. They want to get into it. This is sort of, for me, typical World Championship hockey. Because of the size of the ice, you get to use that room. And if you can get some flow going, make the other team play your game, get them backed off, it's a big advantage.
Here's Tomas Tatar walking in. Stop, rebound. And is it in? No, it's on the side of the twine as Fucci. He's fun to watch. He's acrobatic. He had to be there. Tatar came close. Slovak captain Tomas Tatar, 1 assist in this tournament, came close right here.
Yeah, he got sprung. He had a little bit of room. He couldn't cut into the middle of the ice, but a lefty attacking on that right wing side. And Fusic, who's got some flair to his game, he's a right-handed catching goaltender, made the save. He was in really good position when it popped up in the air. Kind of swatted at it, but it went on the back of the net, not in the net. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on him. He is all over the place, and he can be acrobatic in goal. Sometimes it's a little bit too much, but I do like the way he made the save and the positioning to start. And there's a look at Tomas Tatar. Terrific pro. Both ends of the ice. Long-time NHL career, big-time career, international hockey as well. a deserved captain of this team, great leader. He knows exactly what to do on the ice. I'm sure he says the things in the locker room too.
One of the really nice guys you'd meet in a game of hockey, Tomas Tatar. Another game going on right now in Prague, Switzerland against Great Britain. The Swiss with the 1-0 lead. Nico Hischier has scored. Now off the rush. Zygmunt looking for it. Roman Josi picked up an assist on that Hischier goal. He has 7 points, tied for the lead in the tournament with Yasin Elis of Germany. Centering pass kicked away by Fuchik. And nobody able to scoop up the rebound coming through.
Hischier was a face-off machine. Face-off machine. That's easy for me to say. 83 face-offs in the first 3 games for Switzerland. My eyes popped out of my head there. They're using them all right.
Took a stick to the face against Czechia the other night. Had to change his jersey, put a different number on because of the blood. Pospisil set it up. Regenda unable to play it cleanly. Nice pass nonetheless. There's a dangerous maneuver. Pospisil, and he's denied. Poland a little careless with the puck in their own zone right now. Kellerman. Regenda turning off a hit. Chance for Matthias to get it out. Kaspar Matthias is on defense tonight. That's up front Krzysztof Matthias. He wears 34. That's our 8-3 Slovakia. The goal off the stick of Chingel at 2:03. Fehervari. Charnazak works it back. Fehervari as Poland gets on their side of the red line, all 5 of them, and that's an icing call against Slovaks.
Slovaks on the attack. They have good speed. They come at you line after line, and another good attack on the rush here. This is Craig Ramsey kind of hockey. It's the way Craig Ramsey played as a player. Straight lines, use the ice, get the puck to the net, go for rebounds, tips, be in good positional hockey. That's the way he coaches now.
Poland controlling off the face-off. Break at center and kind of leaned into Slabkovsky. Tough to budge him. He's such a big body, the young 20-year-old winger.
Can you imagine another 3 or 4 years how big and thick and heavy he will be and still be able to skate the way they train? It's amazing. He's going to be a machine in another 3 or 4 years. Only 20 years old.
He seemed to learn how to use it a little bit better in his second season in the league, which would make a lot of sense. Back at the point, Fehervari, snapshot low, looking for a redirect. Now Slabkovsky had it poked away from him. Play broken up, stolen back though. Cehlarik is on it. The 28-year-old with an assist in this World Championship. That was intended for him, but off the stick of Posh and up into the crowd, and somebody made a good catch over there. 1-0 Slovaks. Back inside Ostrava Arena, Lucas Chingel with his second of the tournament from Tomas Tatar. Patrick Cope scoring at 2 minutes and 3 seconds of the period. You see all kinds here at this event. Not so sure if you have a fear of mascots or rabbits, Brian, but one of the Bob of Bob and Bobek fame, not too far from us right now. Tatar will slide it back. Clearing attempt, reaching out was Ivan. He couldn't touch it. It's icing against Poland.
Well, Slovakia came into this game tied for the most goals scored with a couple of other teams, and that's really saying something. So good for them. And you know what? They get a big boost from their D-men. The D-Corps has provided 9 points for Slovakia, headed by Simon Nemec. He's got 4 points. Gaidos has got 1. Ferrari's got 2, and Koch has got 2.
Slovak's next game against France on Saturday. And a good pass. Ivan goes cross ice again. There's a shot. Loose in front. And Tatar almost cleaned it up. Nemec wants it at the blue line. Tatar gave it up. Komorski poked it to the near side. Digging in on the boards is Michalski for Poland. And now he'll stride away with it. They might get a chance off of this. Michalski delays out front of the net. And it just bounced off the stick of Patrick Krezulik, who did not play yesterday against France. 2-on-1 the other way. Nemec overskated it. He had Single going to the goal. Now winding back is Udacek. And a nice maneuver. Libor Hudacek makes the pass. Heads to the corner and gets it back from Ivan. Hudacek. Circling and leaving it. Nemec slips it to the side of the goal and they score. And it's Tatar. Tomas Tatar with his second point of the game, and it's 2-0 Slovakia.
If you're going to draw up a backdoor play on paper, this is the one. Nemec does a terrific job. On the left wing side, he's just going to put the brakes on and get everybody's attention. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ice, left side of your screen, all the guys in red are looking in one direction. There's a huge gap. Nemec is waiting. Yeah, looks down for a second. It does get tipped a little bit. That's a heck of a job by Tatar. That's a great look on the replay there because it was anything but flat. So you had to have really good concentration to tip that one. A lefty on that right side made it even more difficult in some ways, and he chipped it right up under the bar. But what a play by Nemec to wait for him to get there.
So Nemec with 1 assist and Hudacek with the other. And a sharp angle shot. Stopped and held by Levine. You're right. That was a saucer pass and then saucered out of the air by Tatar into the top of the net.
There's another look. He's just waiting. And he wanted to saucer it. I think there was one stick in the way maybe. And a weird bounce, but that was perfect. Nothing Fusick could do on that one. Make the save there.
Not a great idea to leave someone like Tatar alone at the side of the net.
Well, when a guy's on a move like that, too, and especially when the puck carrier is almost not moving, it tends to mesmerize everybody on the defensive side, and that's pretty much what happened. There was not one pair of eyeballs in a red jersey that was looking at Tatar. Those are the most dangerous times in your own zone. When the opposing team has it, your end, and there's a bit of movement there, then the puck carrier gets it, slows down, and then the other movement, whoever's moving the fastest so many times is the guy that's going to get the puck.
That shot fluttered wide. It was taken by Krzysztof Macias. Hit one of the Slovak players. 2-0 Slovakia. Singal and Tatar have the goals. That will slide past the defenseman Maciej Kruczek. 4-time Polish top division champion. He's +1 in this tournament so far. Patrick Koch back for it. Koch played in the American Hockey League this past year. 63 games with Tucson, 1 with Arizona. Looking to dig it free is Pasco Rudas, and he'll outlet that pass. Kuderna winds up, shoots it. He hammered that wide. As Andre Kuderna with a heavy shot coming down the wing. He wants it back and gets it. Poland changing, but it bounces back to Kruczek.
That was an old-fashioned attack, wasn't it? Come down the wing and just let it fly with the slap shot. But I don't remember the last time we saw that in this tournament.
Mike Gartner scored about 400 goals doing
Yeah, no kidding.
that.
That's old school stuff going back to the 70s and 80s for sure.
A little bit of pushing and shoving as Levi goes for a skate.
Pretty calm game. We remarked earlier in the earlier game that there were a few more penalties called. They were tighter on the game than the referees had been through the first 4 days. So maybe it's slowly turning. You would remark that over on the other side in Prague that they were calling penalties pretty regularly. That was not so here for the first 4 days. I mean, they were letting a ton of stuff go in front of the net after the whistles, and it was fine. Everybody seemed fine with it, but it seems maybe that it's slowly starting to turn.
Day 6 of the World Hockey Championship. There's Robert Kalibor, the head coach of Poland.
He tried to play down the fact that he's coaching against his countrymen in a way. No. Claire asked him that question, and he went, no, like all business.
Well, on some level, it has to be in his head, you would think.
Of course.
So much national pride from all the fans that we see here, and of course the guys wearing the jerseys too. Pospisil off the rush, centered it. Nobody there to tap it home, but he was determined going up that wing, and Fucik makes the save on the wrist shot from Martin Feravari. He scored 3 goals this past year.
Poland just wants to keep this under control as best they can, and maybe get a goal certainly as early as they can. Again, that's been their issue. 3 games played coming into this one, 7 goals scored. So your margin for error is so slim. They've given up 14 goals, so they're -7.
Pospisil won that face-off cleanly, and that pass went off the stick of Krejcilek and out to center. So back now for Kellerman, 24-year-old, and it'll be icing against Slovakia with 6:23 left in the first.
The fans take it over. Poland's got a great following here too. These people go crazy. They are just waiting for a goal by Poland. They had to wait a long time last game, but when it came, they let them hear about it.
That was really something. Then they got a second goal shortly thereafter, and there was hope for a while. Pospisil tracking that down. Back is Gronia for Poland. The centering pass that'll end up being chipped toward Fucik.
Fucik's had the big glove. He's been hot. He looks huge in the net. I remarked earlier that his positioning really good. The backdoor play, he had absolutely no chance on that one. He had to come up and square up on the guy with the puck, and when nobody picks up the player on the back door, he's at their mercy. It was Tatar.
Spinning with it, Marek Rivik protects near the line. He'll sweep it down on the backhand. Cehlarik plays for Leksand in the Swedish league. The backhander loose in front. Rivik hit the side of the net, and Fucik is able to hop on that puck. Slovakia continuing to lead 2-0 over Poland with just under 6 left in the first. Back here in Ostrava, in Prague, it's a 2-0 lead now for Switzerland over Great Britain. Roman Josi has scored a goal, so he's got 2 more points tonight, and in the tournament lead in scoring. Brilliant against Austria in the game that I saw a couple of days ago in Prague. And, he's brilliant most nights. Slavkovsky takes it toward the front of the net, and it's just cleared to the corner as Poland trying to get the puck to safety, at least for a moment. Zubinski got it back toward the line, and now shot out by Urbanovic, and he's got it slowly towards the line. Matthias can't get in. They'll replant it, and that pass intended for Zubinski went to the goal instead. Juraj Slavkovsky, 3 Polish players are back. He'll tee it up. Pass from Cehlarik, not toward the net, but knocked away by the defender Urbanovic on the play. Christian Zubinski played in the North American Hockey League with Alaska and North Iowa, now 35. Chingel chipped that to center. Under 5 left in the period. Matus Brick worked it in. Gurman. There's a bump from the defender, Koch, trying to stay with Balega. Good battle down there between the two teams. Clubbed down by Tomas Tatar. Penalty coming up to Poland. Or is it? No, it's a hand pass, and it looks like there's a penalty as well. We'll see.
A lot of arms in the air in this one.
No one going to the box yet. So perhaps it was just the hand pass. Although the penalty song is being played, so there will be a minor.
Yeah, there's a bit of a high stick there. Yeah, that was it.
Pavel Zygmunt to the box. That was Stephen Pierce from Canada, one of the two referees tonight.
Zygmunt was on that top line for Poland with Bronka and Pashut the first game or two, but they're listed as the first line. Nothing was happening, so they've changed that up. You got Bronka, Pashut, and Frasco. I thought they had to change it even before that because they were like big minuses, -4, -4, -3. Nothing was going on. Couldn't get anything going offensively. I mean, you got to change it up, even though on paper it looks like that's the way it should be. You got to play what's happening, play the game in front of you.
Cutting back, Hudacek, he'll bring it with speed into the zone. Poland is 6 for 10 in the penalty kill so far. The Slovaks 1 for 7 in the tournament on the power play. The game's first man advantage. Hudacek at the far circle is Slavkovsky. Tatar 2 points, gives it to him. Nemitz is up top. Pass intended for Hudacek, but it redirected off the boards and out.
Yeah, there's one thing that can be an improvement. 1 for 7. It's not horrible. They're not shut out. But for a team that's been scoring pretty well, you need some power play goals moving forward here. That can be the difference between being in the medal round, being a medalist. They just haven't quite got it going.
Urbanovic took it from Slavkovsky, and the shot up the stick of Nemitz and out of play.
A good power play means it has to generate from one guy. I've always believed that, and I think certainly in today's NHL, we've seen that more and more. There's a go-to guy. You see the turnover, and yeah, it's a shot, and it's a good turnover, short-handed for Poland. But for Slovakia, whoever it's going to be, is it going to be Slavkovsky? Is it going to be someone else? Are they going to work it from the half wall and into the middle, or from the top down? But somebody's got to take charge and go, this is our guy, this is how we started, and you get your sequencing going. I think each individual holds on to it too long.
Rivik, strong skating. Regenda to the backhand. He could not get it through to the goal. The second unit out for Slovakia here in the power play. Rivik got the return pass from Regenda. There's a shot right up on Chalarik, and it's cleared. So the penalty killing so far for Poland with 3 left in the first.
Well, at least that was a good one-time shot, right? But the goaltender could see it, so the screening in front has got to be better.
Chernisak moved it back. Michalski was waiting against a handful of Slovak players, and it's flagged down there by Levi. Regenda flips it ahead. He wears 87, which looks a little strange that usually just the one person wears that number. And I don't mean Donald Brashear. So Gaidosh back for it. Under a minute to actually in the penalty. It is now over. We're back to 5 skaters aside. Sent deep by Martin Fasco-Rudis. Played for Everett in Saskatoon in the Western League. From the point, Gaidosh shot. Blocked. Sprinting after it, Andre Golian. Zygmunt now for Poland. Laid it off the boards. He was trying to get it to Urbanovic. Unsuccessful. Relayed back quickly, and in come the Slovaks. Sukel drop pass, and that hot shot. It may have gone off the forward Fasco-Rudis, who was right at the front of the net. Haven't seen a lot of that trio of Slovak players that was just on the ice. Kolush, Balega in stride, but it is offside. Tatar off to a good start here in this one.
Yeah, he's multiple skills around the front of the net. He was running out of time, and Rudner just laid it off for his line mate to get an empty netter. Some of his history in the National Hockey League. Thomas Tatar, a well-rounded player.
Too many men on the ice is the call against Poland, so second consecutive power play goes to Slovakia.
Poland can't afford to drop way behind, so taking consecutive penalties, that doesn't help any.
Too many men!
Let's see if Slovakia, first of all, gets some more shots, get a little more movement, but move the puck a little bit more quickly, tape to tape, and get some rhythm going.
Budacek, the captain Tatar. In front is Pospisil. This is Nemec. Slavkovsky with a drive right on, and Kuchik got to his spot and made the save.
Yeah, and that's the key for the goaltender. He's got to be able to get to a spot. So if they're going to make that pass, it's got to be a shorter pass. When the Slovaks get the puck up top to the defenseman, Nemec's got to be more in the middle, so the pass is shorter to the right wing side, so it doesn't have to travel so far. It's too easy for the goaltender to read it, see it, get in good position. Then you have to have like a 100-mile-an-hour perfect shot in order to beat him. But if you have a shorter pass, it gets there quicker, and he has a better chance of beating the goaltender.
Nemec will scoop that back. Libor Hudacek, who plays for Trinec here in Czechia, weaving into the zone. And not very crisp in the power play for the first two so far for Slovaks.
I'm really fortunate to watch the Lightning power play all the time. Victor Hedman is one of the great passers on the power play, and Steven Stamkos is like nobody else. He's got radar about, you know, that one-timer from his spot in the face-off circle. His is the left side, but he can tell timing-wise whether the goalie can't get there to the short side or whether he's already there and has to shoot back to the far side. So that's what I'm talking about, the pass from the D-man to the guy on the flank in the face-off circle.
Budacek kept that in. Slavkovsky picks it up. Centering pass. Great save by Kuchik as he denied Pospisil in front. Best save of the game. Kuchik, he's a terrific athlete by the looks of things. Quick stop on the play, and now Cehlarik as the Slovaks reload and come right back in. Half a minute left in the too many men call. Regenda fires off the glass. Rivik passed it around. Cehlarik. And we get a stoppage in play, and Kuchik maybe kept it from being 3-0 with the stop right here.
He's done a heck of a job in this first period, including that save. That is outstanding. Great reaction, great read. Again, his positioning is outstanding. He's kept him in this for sure. He had no chance on the 2 goals that did get in.
So Chingel with his second Tatar with his first 2-0 Slovakia after 20 minutes of play here in Ostrava.
Chlapci, dobre, je to.
3, team! Okay, may the force be with you guys. Let's go! Go, Chris! Stop!
Are you all good? Okay. We're good. Yeah.
Head up! Para, baka, para.
Easy in front, hey! Better stick, better stick. We're okay, let's go, move along.
Too many men! Too many men!
Back in Ostrava with a fresh sheet of ice. Still 20 seconds remaining in the Slovak power play. Tomáš Tatar, a goal and an assist in that first period where Slovakia took the play to Poland, the opening 20.
Yeah, it's the way you'd expect it. Poland has to guard against being back on their heels all the time. You have to get the puck in order to stop that, but they can't just sit back and play a zone. The more they do that, the more you play with fear, the more you're going to put pressure on that guy. And that's not good. He's played very well. He didn't have a chance on 2 goals that was scored. But when you end up in a game where the other team's really starting to run over you, the human nature part of it is like, okay, I get smaller and smaller and I don't do anything, and you stop challenging. And if Poland lets that happen, then the Slovak team's really going to run.
Poland has 1 point. They're last in the B pool. Kazakhstan has 3 points, and those 2 teams will play head-to-head on Monday in a game that could have some significance for sure. As Pospisil worked that cross ice here to start the period, and that slap shot puck ended up off the glass. May have gone off Vanatsky. Now spinning in the corner. Milos Kellerman looked to center it. Kellerman, Pospisil flipped it out front and all the way to the boards. The penalty is over. Poland has killed both Slovak power plays. Pospisil moved it. Kellerman took his pass. 3rd World Championship for him, and that shot flies off the stick of Pasiut and out.
It's been a good controlled game for Regenda and his Slovak team, and I think Craig Ramsey, the coach, would be happy about that. He knows what control is all about. That power play can be better, for sure.
Yeah.
It has to be something they continue to work at. They have some really good skilled guys, and they just still haven't quite gotten in a groove yet, found a way to move the puck around successfully.
So back to 5 aside we go. Nemetz poked it toward the corner. Slafkovsky was hoping it would get through, but now it does. Slafkovsky, neat poke check though. It was jabbed away by Zubinski. At the line, Simon Nemetz. Not a clean pass coming from Ivan, or he would have been able to walk and shoot. Slafkovsky with a check on Urbanovic. And turning was Zubinski. He's able to get it out. That's going to be an icing call against Poland here. 1:09 into the second.
Yeah, just a little sloppy there. Nemetz had a chance to walk right down. He could have moved 15 feet or more down the hill towards the net. But it was a sloppy pass across from his partner, Ivan. Just little things like that. Nemetz has been really good from the second game on. I thought his first game in the tournament, he was kind of all over the place, maybe trying a little bit too hard and looking for, you know, little chemistry, whatever. But he certainly started to get dialed in more and more, and he certainly has contributed. He has more points than any other defenseman on his team.
Just 20 years old. Good building block for the New Jersey Devils, who have a lot of good young pieces. At the line, Gourmand.
See, there's another one, right? Another defense pair just off a little bit there. So some things to work on. Sorry, but yeah, Nemetz is terrific young talent with New Jersey, and New Jersey, like several teams in the NHL, sort of middling. You know, they've added some really good young talented pieces. Started with Jack Hughes, of course. Nemetz is one of them, the big-time draft pick, and they're moving along. They're a dangerous team. They can really flat out score and really play at a high tempo, and it'll be interesting to see what New Jersey does next year.
Patrick Koch starts it out of the zone. Chingel reached for it. He had the goal. Lucas Chingel played for Brno and Czechia this last season. 2 goals for him. He's now 31 years old. Always disturbs me a little bit, Brian, when I see these forwards with a number 6 on them. It's just like a Pierre Mondieu, your old teammate. Not many of them. It's just doesn't compute right. Back into the zone it goes.
You have to go back to the old 60s and early 70s days in the NHL to see that.
That's right. So Slovaks continue to lead by a pair. Looking to orchestrate a breakout now. Chingel. Dudacek whips that one in. Chingel gets the hop on it. Dudacek let it go between his skates, and maybe Poland could get something off the rush. Dominic Pasch scored last night against France. Drop pass, Break, nice move. Break behind the goal, sets it up out front, and a kick save as Levi had the skate against the post and made the stop.
Slovakia did a really good job there. Their forwards were coming back hard. They filled in the middle of the ice. Poland attacked pretty quickly down the outside, but when they looked to make a play, once they got inside the blue line, all they saw was white jerseys coming back through the middle. There was no play to be made.
Here comes Matus Sukel. Played for Litvinov this last year. Whipped right to the glove of Puchik, and flying up there was Kaderna. They get it down the ice in a hurry. Andrei Golian for the Slovaks. Moved it ahead. Kaderna at the boards. The wave begins here in Ostrava Arena. Puck is loose. Golian got back rather quickly. He went down. 2 power plays in this game, both for Slovakia. Sukel off the stick of Kaderna. He's forechecking now. Both teams are changing. 4 new skaters on quickly for the Slovaks. Kellerman bumped his man, and no icing, says the linesman closest to it. That was Emil Yelettinen from Finland. Turning back, Feovari. His 4th World Championship. Steady defender with the Capitals. Pospisil leaving it. A tip in front, and it's denied. A chance right at the goal mouth for Rivik. Pretty good looking pass from Chernisak. He's on it again in the corner. Chernisak behind the goal, tees it up. There's a fan on that shot, and it's swept out of the zone and into the Slovak bench.
That was 2 near misses. Feovari missed on the one-timer. I think he had his head up, maybe trying to look at the net while he was taking the one-timer. but taking the zone was Pospisil, and then the backdoor play again that worked so well before just misses by a hair. That's Regenda. I don't know if he just lost sight of it for a second. Prior to that, Poland got the puck into the crease. That's as close as they've come in a while.
Shots are now 17-7 in favor of Slovakia. Cehlarik got knocked down. They get right back to the loose puck. Rivik, Cehlarik moved it behind the goal. Slavkovsky punched around to the half boards. Ivan got there, back to the blue line. Nemitz has to be careful. There's a handful of Polish players looking for a quick strike the other way, and they almost got it. Now Nemitz will back up. Shimon Nemitz. Now Slavkovsky. A little momentum through center. See his bunt. Nice hit. Patrick Vida knocking down Juraj Slavkovsky. The problem in Slavkovsky's rookie season, got caught with his head down quite a few times and paid the price.
It's less likely to happen here, but that was a heck of a hit because the ice surface is so wide. And granted, it's harder for defensemen to come across. You'd have so much ground to cover. That was Vida coming across and good old-fashioned hip check. But for Slavkovsky, when he first came over, I think having been used to the big ice surface, got into the NHL and found out how crowded it can be and how good some defensemen are in the NHL. Can really whack you if you've got your head down and you run out of space.
Nemitz back to Tatar. Tomas Tatar right into the backhand and denied. Kuchik is able to freeze it with Chingel poking away. Great speed down the left side from Tomas Tatar.
When a forward comes in at super high speed like Tatar is, and you get that little window, you have to make up your mind. Am I going to go right across the crease and go on the backhand, or am I going to try and get the goaltender to start moving with me and open the 5-hole? Time is running out very quickly. He's getting pressure. He knows that, so he decides to go 5-hole, and that's a heck of a save there by Future. When you drive in like that, you got a little more room here, right? Because of the ice surface. In the NHL, you drive in from an angle like that, you got to have the guts of a bank robber because you know that that defenseman's going to crush you if you time it just wrong.
They're going to pay a price at the end of the play for sure, as the Polish team is able to clear it. Whacked at by Filip Komorski, his 32-year-old wearing number 5, and gets it back in the turnover. He'll force it deep. Matusz Michalski behind the goal. Stumbles, able to poke it back though. Dronia gave it back to him. A quick shot. And that went off poke and up and over the glass.
Poland gets so isolated in the offensive zone, and credit to Slovakia because of that. When they get on the attack and they have guys who have some good quickness like Veronka, he can really dart. He's a pretty small guy. He's only about 5'9". He can really dart around. But if he's all by himself, he's going to get run into tough spaces where he runs out of room. That's how defense is played. But they need more movement in their game.
That puck off the draw, slipped to the corner. Fries go back to the blue line. And that wrist shot, Lavai watching that, down to the knees. High shot, made the catch. Slovaks leading by 2. Great time here in Ostrava. Slovaks continue to lead Poland by a count of 2-0. Slovakia with 1 regulation win, 1 overtime win, and 1 overtime loss. So 5 points for them. Poland with the 1 point and the 5-4 overtime loss to Latvia on Saturday. They are 0-3. 3 points for regulation win, 2 for an overtime or shootout victory, and 1 point for a loss in either of those latter 2 categories as it's dumped down into the Poland zone. Marcin Kalush turned it over, careless with the puck, but no harm done as Ronka is back for it. Pavel Ronka, slightly built forward, but he's got some skill. He's got the puck. He'll leave it. Fransko back to the blue line. That shot, a high one off the stick of Vanatsky. All the way to the other point. Tipped by Pasiut. The more skilled Polish forwards on the ice right now, but it's broken up. Matus Suko, he'll delay. Played it off the skate of Fasco Rudis. Pushed away from the puck. Kalush chips it off the glass.
And you know who was back on the back check there was Veronka. Veronka led the rush for Poland in one way, turned the puck over, and he hightailed it, and he had come from the tops of the circles at the other end of the ice, and he was full speed all the way back to the front of the net to make sure that play didn't work for the Slovaks.
How about this atmosphere? It's hard to get over this.
They don't care what the score is. It helps if their team is winning. It's not that big a deal.
Just about 7 gone in the second. Faravari speeds off the face-off. The knockoff balance a bit, stayed up. Urbanovic now as far as center, no further. Turning and coming in is Kellerman. Calling for it, Faravari directed it toward the slot off the stick of Regenda. Now Pospisil shielding it. Got it behind the net, centering pass. Kellerman couldn't get it through. He's got it back, fires it, and that just missed on the glove side and all over the stick of Faravari and down.
Kellerman scored a couple of really good goals in this tournament, and all of them have been like in tight like that.
Pospisil centers it, and a good defensive play to tie up Regenda, who's at the side of the net. He's missed a couple of tap-in attempts. Pass back for Poland, and a fan of the shot attempt that time. Turning drive. And trying to find it is Slavai, is Poland with a chance that time. Szymon Nemec slides it over by his bench. The Slovaks will make a change now. 12 minutes even remaining in the second period. Nemec stepped up. He went down though. Zygmunt trying to get free. Pavel Zygmunt, backhander right on goal. And you mentioned this earlier. Nobody with them really to help them there, Brian. They're spread out in the offensive zone.
Yeah, and credit Slovakia. They come back conscientiously through the middle of the ice. Their forwards do. They keep it to the outside. There's that chance, that last one. It just missed by a hair. Fusic was down in good position, but I don't think he ever saw that one. If it was on the corner, it would have been in.
Komorski beaten at the draw. Snapped ahead for Slavkovsky, dodges a bump, gets it back to the line. Nemec will cross over with Ivan on defense. Simon Nemec continues down to the hash marks. Puts on the brakes, back to the point. He'll get the pass back. Slovakia, centering pass by Slavkovsky, and they could not relay that to the goal. Kept it in though. Cehlarik got away from him. All the way down on Samuel Levi. Mikhail Ivan out to center. Peter Cehlarik got it in deep. Both teams getting fresh legs over the boards. Dronia, long play up ice. Levi just whisked that one around. Chingel, he opened the scoring in this game. Now some skating space for Koch, the defenseman, over the line. He's bumped. Off the inboards it goes. He and Kalush collide. Nifty maneuver that time by Gregor's Pasiut, and back into the Slovak zone it goes. Poland has not had many quality chances. We've talked about it. Maybe one coming up here for Hudacek. They couldn't make it work. Hudacek was in behind the defenseman.
Hudacek's been opportunistic and he's created plays throughout the course of this tournament. He's good around the net. He those quick bursts when things change very quickly and you get turnovers. That seems to be his specialty. Scored on a penalty shot as well.
Pope looking for Hudacek. Off the skate of Christoph Matsias. A shot that gave Levi some trouble. Loose in front, and that'll slide to the backboards.
That's one of the best shots they've had on net in quite some time. Matsias on the fly there. Good shoulder save.
Sukel brought down. Slovak fans wanted a call. Good strength by Kaderna to just bring it up that left wing. Kaderna out the near side. Shot went off the stick and then off the glass. Tracking it in the corners, Kuchek. Chop out attempt. And that is blown dead with 9.5 left in the second. Slovakia continuing to lead 2-0 over Poland.
Before the game, Claire Hanna talked to Craig Ramsey about this game against Poland, and Craig Ramsey referred to it as, yeah, in a tournament like this, there's games you're supposed to win. There's certainly games that you have to win. There's all these terms and names, right, to put on games before you even start. He said this is a bit of everything here. He was, I'm sure, repeating the message that he was telling his team. We can't drop the ball. We know we're supposed to win against this Polish team. Let's play the right way, and they're continuing to do that, and they've had a strong hold on this game. It's not flashy, 5-6 goals, but it's a solid 2-0 lead right now. But also, I'm sure he's reminding them that that can change real quick with one goal by the guys in red.
Previous game here in Ostrava today, Germany beat Latvia by a score of 8-1. They scored 5 times in the second period to really blow it wide open. Off the wing, Kellerman. Thrown to the goal, loose in front, Pospisil is there, and he can't convert. So Nemec will swing back after it. Slovakia changing, Poland as well. And now Juraj Slavkovsky snaps it ahead. Maybe we'll get the return feed. It comes to the line instead. Ivan Slavkovsky in the corner, shielding it nicely. Kicked it. Good athleticism there. Rivik behind the goal. Eric Rivik, a one-time Moncton Wildcat in the QMJHL, as that'll bounce to center. And off the rush, perhaps a chance as that pass goes off the side of the goal. Michalski for Poland. Slavkovsky will bring it into the zone. They keep it onside. The pass behind it, turning Nemec, he put it right on net. Cehlarik picked it up. And that win out of play. Just under 8 minutes left now in period number 2.
Well, we talk about balanced attacks all the time, and Slovakia being right up there in the entire tournament as far as scoring goals. So they now, at this point in the game, a little past halfway through this one, 11 points from the D-Corps. That's pretty darn good. 2 more in this game, and they came in with 9. So they're getting movement. They're getting players up into play. They're getting good passes from their D-man. All those types of things. It's certainly more the setups than it is the shots on goal. But good balanced attack here for Slovakia, and a lot of it has to do with their D-men.
And Fuchik, the goaltender, just stops the puck for Poland, so the draw will come back down to his right. This is my first look at Slovakia, but I'm impressed by the mobility of the defensive core. Doesn't seem to really be a weak spot back there.
Yeah, this is a by the numbers, and for Robert Caliber, he's looking up at the scoreboard, seeing that 0 again on their side, and wondering who create something, who can get a quick break, who can get a good bounce and get something on the scoreboard.
Tomas Tatar shot, missed the net. He had the second goal in the first period. And he's got it again. Tatar will turn. Tatar originally with the Detroit Red Wings, moved along a little bit since then. Oh, and it's cut off and kept in. Judacek is at the side of the net. Tatar trying to force it through. He couldn't move it immediately, but still doing some good work. But now it's Frasco. Scored a nice goal yesterday against France. Pashit with a drive. And that just missed. It'll roll all the way down.
The Polish attack, though, you know what, was a 3-on-2, and it just didn't have enough speed. You had two back checkers get back into play for Slovakia just because they were faster. Poland's got to attack faster.
Dubinsky took that to the front of the net, but he lost the handle. Now Pasco Rudas is back for Slovakia, gets spun off balance. And he's reaching in to try to pull that puck loose. Kaderna is on it for Slovakia, and spun back by Sukel. Quickly to the corner. Stopping is Andre Golian. Sukel, low shot, knocked away. Whacked in the backhand by Macias, and all the way down, no icing. Urbanovic is there, he is bumped. Poland looking for a spark, and you know if they get one, the fans will rise, as they would only be down by one at that point, but easier said than done at this point. Pascal Rudas makes the pass to start it. That's redirected wide. Kuderna was down. And the Polish team able to clear. That pass was intended for Gorney. Broke up perfectly by Kellerman. He's got a man in front. Here's a trailer. The drive and the stop made by Puchik, as leaning into it was Chernisak. Heavy shot. Maybe another one coming here. Fervari, that's redirected off the glass as Slovaks start to threaten again. Pospisil in the forecheck. Backing off at the line, Chernisak. Pospisil back into his own zone.
Just shows you how quickly that they can turn defense into offense. Kellerman, great play in the neutral zone, hits the late man. Chernisak coming.
Pospisil looking for Regenda there. Took a good bounce for Poland with speed. Komorski driving to the net. He gets the shot away. Levi strong against that goal post. We start to go end to end a little bit right now. Komorski swings back for it.
That would have been something if Komorski had scored on that individual effort. We saw that in the U.S. game where they had two fantastic individual efforts when the game looked like it was going sideways on him. It started with Brady Tkachuk, and Hughes also had one as well. We almost had one here in this game.
Polish power play when we come back. That is Pavel Regenda, so Poland with a much-needed power play, their first of the night.
Yeah, this was a mugging. Yeah, that was not hard to call this one. So Poland, this would be huge right now. They're down 2-0. The fans are just waiting for something. They have a huge contingent here. Move the puck quickly, get some shots, get a little rhythm going here, but they got to get the puck to the net.
Well, it's over 10 in the power play. The Slovaks have killed 7 of 9. Really a careless penalty by Regenda, 200 feet from your own net.
Yeah, that was a complete mugging. There was no problem calling that one.
So we'll see who comes up with it off the draw. Bronca turning away to hang on to it. Poland will get set up now. Carried down by Frasco. Back to the blue line. Polush trying to get away from a check. Ronka. Polush. Fransko sent right back to the other side. We saw some of this yesterday with Poland on the power play. They're content to keep it on the outside, it seems.
Right. They're not quite sure the next play. They're split so far apart, the pass takes too long to get there, and it's too easy to defend.
Now Pashut will pass up into the corner and get it back. Pashut, he wanted to move it to the blue line. Look out. A couple of Slovak players had their eyes light up there, and now it is pushed out by Kellerman. He's got Pospisil with him. Kellerman right in. There might be a penalty shot coming here. There's a penalty for a high stick, so we'll be at 4 skaters aside.
Good job by Kellerman. He's a solid player. He's created a lot of opportunities for himself. He's good in the crowd. This time in the penalty kill, good inside position. That's what allows him to steal the puck. And yeah, he gets the high stick, but you know what? When a goal scorer's got a chance to score a goal, even though he took one in the face, you're going to try it anyway. That was a well-deserved penalty, no doubt about that. Pashut in the box for Poland.
So we'll be 4 skaters aside for exactly 1 minute. Poland 0 for 1 on the power play, abbreviated by that penalty to Grzegorz Pashut. And circling back, Christian Chubinski led Poland top division in goals 2 years ago with 22. In they come in this 4-side situation. Vaida didn't get it where he wanted to. This is Chingal. He opened the scoring back in period 1. Fehervari to the captain, Tatar. Pass to the corner. Chernyshak played with Pardubice in Czech League last season. Tatar bouncing through center now. Picks it up. Watch out. Nice move to get away from a check. He had him lined up. That was Valega. Tatar still with it. Fehervari. Chernyshak. He'll move a little further. Snapped it out front of the goal, and Kuchik with an eye on it all the way. So Poland will get it back now.
And Thomas Tatar was there, right in front of the net. Couldn't quite get a stick on it.
So it is a Slovak power play right now. Slavkovsky trying to break up the breakout. As it's thrown to center, maybe a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Posh set it up. He tried to get it through to the front. Poland caught off ice. Slavkovsky takes the pass. Regenda goes to the net. Juraj Slavkovsky as they'll look to get set now. Nemec to Rivik. Regenda at the side of the goal. Cehlarik in the high slot. Regenda behind. Slavkovsky, half a minute to go in the power play. Slavkovsky, Regenda centers it, and that just trickled wide. Rivik was there, so was Cehlarik. This is certainly an area Slovakia would like to improve upon as the tournament moves along. Nemec, Slavkovsky at the goal line. Tried to feather it through, and it's frozen.
A little pushing and shoving, not a big deal. Poland missed a really good opportunity. Short-handed, they end up with a 2-on-1 from just outside the blue line. And it's just got to be better handled than this. They're going too slow. We're going to get a penalty here.
Regenda.
Again, he's been no stranger to that penalty box. Yeah, he got it up a little high, got him across the chin. Get it into the paint, get that battle level going, and battle level is there, but short-handed. Poland had a really good chance. A 2-on-1. They slowed down on the attack. I think it was Bronca again that had, might have been Posh. And he slowed down. That allowed the back checkers to come back. He telegraphed the pass that he wanted to make, and Nemec could see it coming from a country mile. He played it well. Nemec was in the middle, knocked the pass down, and Poland just kind of shrugs their shoulders. You got to be a threat with the puck, too, on the 2-on-1. You just can't be telegraphing all the way along. I'm passing.
That shot, nobody can seem to find it. It went out of play. With that penalty to Regenda, Slovakia 0 for 3 in the power play. We're 4 aside for 3 seconds, and then Poland will have its second power play.
A lot of times you can tell how a team is feeling or how they're coached when you get 4-on-4. Are you playing to get rid of the 4-on-4, or are you guys happy? You know, your star players, your puck handlers are more likely going to be out there, right? There's that extra room out there. There's room to skate and room to go. But how are you feeling out there? You can measure your team. If they just want it over with, then yeah, that's usually not a very good sign.
Barry picked it up and fired it all the way down. No icing because Slovakia is shorthanded. Poland in need of offense, obviously. Kalush coming through center to shoot for Frasco. Place for Katowice in Poland. Puck hung up along the sideboards, and now Ferrabari didn't get all of it. Unable to clear it. Frasco. And this time it'll slip past Kalush and all the way down.
That one should have been handled better, right? Coming out of the corner, passing opportunities, just not handled very well for Poland. You could just see the difference, just the talent level overall, just not quite at the same level, but it's coming.
That shot by Matthias. He whipped that one wide with under a minute to go. A stoppage of play. And still 56 seconds left in the penalty to Pavel Regenda. That's Christoph Matthias, 47 points with the PA Raiders last year. He turned 20 years old yesterday.
Yeah. Last year, playing in the Czech League, gets 28 goals for Matthias. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, he's still a young kid.
So they'll try and get the alignment they want for the faceoff. A little bit of a delay here as I think some time came off after the puck went out of play. It kept ticking for about 3 or 4 seconds. So that's what's up here. His referees today, Jan Rybik, he's number 30 from Czechia, Mark Pierce from Canada, who's to his left.
Yeah, I saw a couple of the Polish players after the whistle went. They were going towards the bench. Happened to look up and I saw them point. The clock was still running, so that's why both referees are over taking a look and saying, how much more do we have to put on here?
Those guys might be working hard, but they are not the real referees today.
A little young, maybe in the future. These are the real ones.
They're committed, those two.
That's great. They're checking the replay and everything. That's pretty good. Very clever.
All right.
They don't have the helmet cam, though. I'm sure they're working on it.
No, those are big budget items. So
we'll see them next game, and one of them will have, their iPhone taped to their forehead.
That's all you need, really.
Yeah.
2-0 Slovakia here. 3-0 Switzerland leading Great Britain in the second period in Prague as they're still trying to figure out how much time should be on the clock. Now it's up to 59.2 seconds and seems to be a little closer to the truth. The goals in this one, Chingel from Tatar and Koch at 2:03, and then Tatar from Nemetz and at 11:46 came that goal. Vidacek got an assist on that as well. And now things are squared away. And Poland controls off the faceoff. Break. Possibly off Kellerman, as that was intended for Break. Again, the pass was made by Kamil Velega. Break from behind his own goal. 3/4 of a minute left in this period. Some more puck management there, and it's slugged all the way back down immediately. Dominic Pash. Poshvasil all over him. Break back for it for Poland, and now they'll bring it into the zone. Backhand pass. I don't think Zygmunt was ready. Poshvasil trying to find it. He goes down. Nobody can seem to come up with it now. Pash gets open. Dominic Pash. Shot. That is blocked. Came right back to him. 15 seconds to go in the period. Pash head up. Looking behind the goal. Grinsky out front of the net, and a backhander by Pash. 4 seconds left. Loose in front. Back to the line. Time running out. And the horn sounds. Late shot by Break. And he puts up the hand to say, I'm sorry. No goals in that second period, and Slovakia continuing to lead it, Brian.
Yeah, and Poland trying to press as best they can, but still they just can't get the sequencing going that they need on their power plays and any kind of movement, consecutive passes, and something's got to change there for them. They need a goal.
Shots 9-8. Slovakia in the second period. They continue to lead it by 2 in Ostrava.
Offline. Damy tego gola, damy przewadę panowie jednego. Ładnie. Strzelajmy. Mogę dać rolling? No daj rolling. Jak wyjdziesz, to następny to też musimy jechać. Wiesz co chodzi? Żebym mógł... to nie było, wiesz? Żebym wiedział, że to mogę dać, nie? Na bok.
A, najlepsza teścia przed nami, najlepsza,
Teraz na tablecie. Ty byś tam pojechał sam. Tylko, że wiesz co chodzi, że ja jakby...
Team Poland, player number 18, minor penalty for high sticking.
One, two, three, team.
Hey! No, no. Let's play the puck.
Easy, hey! Easy here, easy here! All done, let's go! Easy here, easy here! Good, easy!
Hey, go Chris! Okay. No.
Good sticks! Easy here! Good sticks!
High sticky. Ahead, cross check. Let's go.
Hey!
Can you say hello to the goalie, please? Thank you.
Back in Ostrava as day 6 of the World Hockey Championship rolls along. This Slovak team, an intriguing bunch, coming off that overtime win, 5-4 against USA on Monday, leading here 2-0. They'll play France Saturday, Latvia Sunday, and Sweden on Tuesday. I'll have to tune in for that one. But they've got some interesting pieces to work with here in this tournament.
We just saw a shot of Pospisil real quick. We talked about him before the game started. He's had quite the tournament. He's been very quiet. This is not Pospisil's kind of game, though, because he has been just all over the place in prior games and in everybody's face, punching people in the head, cross-checking, taking penalties, and producing points. I mean, he's been the center of attention in so many ways, Martin Pospisil, but this has been a quiet game, and you just don't notice him as much.
63 games with the Flames this year. He had 109 minutes of penalties.
Yep. And he's played like that. He's played like Matthew Tkachuk. He's been, but not in this game. It's been quiet.
Over the line, that shot by Veronka is blocked by Fehervari. That seemed to sting him a little bit. It rode up on him. I'm not sure where it caught him. Maybe the chin. Turnover. Frasco shot, and Levi is able to get in front of that one. 5 skaters aside to start this third period of play. And a couple of power plays on each side in the second period as Nemec will wait. He'll leave it. And Slafkovsky gets the feet moving. Gave it away. And it's going to go to the box. The referee back in the Poland zone with the arm up, and power play Poland coming up.
Yeah, it was like a double mistake. He just wants to go. You can tell the game's gotten a little technical for him.
Team Slovakia, player number 20, minor penalty for tripping.
He wanted to grab the puck. He was accelerating big time. He got jammed up, turned the puck over on a bad pass because he was in trouble. And so now he knows, oops, I'm going the wrong way, so are my line mates, and there's the second mistake.
Juraj Slafkovsky in the box. His Polish power play, with respect, has really showed nothing so far tonight, or in the tournament for that matter. Very tentative when they get the puck. Shots through 2 periods, 24-14. Poland has tacked one on here in the third, as you see the Zubinski for Poland to draw against Matus Suko. Collected immediately by Andre Kudurna. He'll delay and swing back. Someone was hurt. Gorman was hurt a little bit on that play and had to glide to the bench. So time for Poland to get it on the breakout, and it is Balega up the right wing side. Balega shoots off the rush. Big rebound and collected and played ahead by Kellerman. He's got Pospisil, wanted to flag that one down. Martin Pospisil, Greek eliminates him. Zygmunt now for Poland in need of a goal. Only down 2, of course. Ronka, but that's turned over and whipped down right away.
They just can't get in and get set up now. Really good, strong penalty killing, and there's so much confidence in the penalty killing now because they know they have Poland double clutching and double thinking everything about where the next play should be.
Krzysztof Macias put it to the corner. There's a discarded stick over there. A pile up. You can see that Pasiut trying to extricate it, and he does. Flips it over for Fraz goal. They're reluctant to shoot it. Maybe now that wrist shot blocked. And a good clearing attempt by a spinning Sukol. Down it goes.
Frasco had a chance to just challenge and go downhill and go with the net. If they do get set up here and they get the puck to the flank, you might as well have the guy on the flank challenge the defenseman, go right at him, try to create a seam or try to create pulling the box apart a little bit. But again, they just are so spread out. The passes have to travel so far and nothing really happens. There's no challenge and no big shot that's just threat.
Now they enter the zone with 10 left in the power play. Krzysztof Macias to Patrick Baranka. He'll look at the goal, shoots, and that is blocked.
At least that was better, though. He came downhill. At least he was a threat. He was coming at it like he was going to shoot. He did.
Penalty is over. Point shot, kicked away. Pasiut took it away from Slavkovsky. Pasiut, wrist shot, and a good glove save by Samuel Levi.
He hasn't had a whole lot of work in this game. That's 16 shots on goal now for Poland, and that was one of his toughest ones. He really has to stretch for this. But there, Pospisil gets it ready, rips it at the net, gets something on it. Excuse me, that was Pasiut, I believe. And good glove save there. When you're a long time in between shots, it's tough to keep your concentration there. But Levi successful in doing that.
Stretched out, made a fine save. That shot blocked. Komorski took a swing at it and missed it. Slavkovsky will push it on the left wing side for Rivik. Marek Rivik. Cehlarik for checking as well. Komorski bats it around the boards. Slavkovsky able to tightrope and keep it in. Broke the stick. Nemetz tracking it down. He'll ease that to the corner. Slavkovsky just heads off instead of getting a new stick. And it will finally come out of the zone. Rivik had the momentum going back through center, so couldn't keep it in. Quickly, Udacek over the line. Darts that one around the boards. Tatar with a pair of points is there. Nemetz shot it right away. It hit one of the Polish players, Komorski. Great. Out to center. A light pump by Nemetz as Zygmunt was there. And right back in it goes. Zygmunt. Now Pash off the rush for Poland. Drops it back in a pair of teammates, but it went to the wrong guy. Chingel up ahead. Hudacek tried to cut. Chingel following up on the play. Back to the line. Golian wrists it through. Loose at the side of the net. Tatar hops on it. The Slovak captain protecting, but he lost it. Valega up ice. Pretty good back pass. Pash shoots, and that is blocked. Nice play there by Gajdos on defense. And he'll step in front of Pash as they go after it in the corner. Gajdos with some strong work there. It's left by Golian. 2-0 Slovaks with the lead. Both goals came in the first period. Patrick Koch gets hung up at center now, drilled in by Regenda, who's taken a couple of penalties tonight. Kleina knocked it off the boards. Regenda lurking, and Slovakia get it back again. Koch offside. Slovaks.
Slovaks would like to add to their offense, I think, here too. Once they get back full strength, get some flow going in this third period. Puck to the net. Guess who's there? Thomas Tatar again. He's been there 2 or 3 times in situations just like that. Busick, really good pad saves there.
Tatar led the Montreal Canadiens a few years back in scoring. He was a key part of that team, and that team, he was on his last year. They ended up going to the Stanley Cup final, losing to the Tampa Bay Lightning, Brian, as you would know very well.
Yep. Yeah, that was a surprise for them. Nobody really expected. I don't think Montreal thought they were going to get there, but they did. It was really good story. A big part of the story of the playoffs that year.
Awfully exciting in the city of Montreal during those days, I can tell you, as Verabari will play catch. Chernisak moved it to the line, redirected in. Fuchik getting the start today, his first start of the tournament. He's looked pretty good.
And speaking of Montreal, and of course Slavkovsky playing there, Marty St. Louis done a really good job with him. Last year was tough for #1 draft pick, especially in that city. They brought him along slowly. This year took another step. He was ready. He understood how to play. But Marty, I think, has handled him really well. And Marty St. Louis knows a thing or two about confidence, about how to score goals, and how to be a guy that's an offensive player. And I think they've built Slavkovsky the right way. Sometimes it has to be slow, especially a guy coming, from the European side and dealing with different circumstances, and of course being so young. So really good job.
Bronco with a shot that went off the leg into the side of the goal, as Poland still trying to find a quality chance to get on the board. Scored twice yesterday, losing 4-2 to France. Down by a pair here. No stick for Nemitz as he looked to glove it down. Bronco went flying. Predasek Guido, former Peterborough Pete in his junior days. Center ice collected by Valega. He looks to get free. 3 Slovak players are back, including Guido. She goes after it, and a good bump. He was waiting for Zygmunt, knocked him to the ice. Body starting to fly a little bit now. Slavkovsky for Slovakia. A discarded stick down there. He's bumped, stayed with it. Good pass. Rivik behind the goal with it. Marek Rivik. And that went off a Polish player, Vida. And it's moved to the corner. Maciej Kruszczak up the boards. Quick shot tip and right on goal. Rivik redirected it. And the save was made by Thomas Fuchik. 12:30 left in the third. The Slovaks continue to lead by a pair. With Brian Engblom, I'm Dan Robertson, just chatting at the break, Brian, about Juraj Slavkovsky kind of welcoming contact and bringing it into the zone, and that's opened some things up for the Slovak team along the way.
Yeah, he's done that the entire tournament. NHL style, I call it, because it's always close quarters. In the NHL, you see groups of 5 from both teams all over the ice. And Slavkovsky has adapted to that, and so he's comfortable in it. And he's created a lot for his line in this tournament, where he starts and challenges somebody one-on-one. A second guy comes in, he invites that, and then he makes a play to one of his teammates who now have more room to work with.
Puck sent to the net. Fuchik knocked it away. Obviously, the chances for Poland have been scarce, but if they can get one, you never know. That shot blocked is off the rush. Zubinski took it, and Urbanovic was on the wrong side of a hit. Lost the stick and goes to the bench. He's shaken up. Pass to the slot. Dudacek was able to knock it away. Now Koch skating well. 3 Slovak players on the attack. Patrick Koch backhands it off the stick of the defender. And a long pass will slide that out of the zone. Tatar going back for it. Shots are 24-18 in favor of Slovakia. Pospisil now. Penalty coming up to Poland. Lavai cruises to the bench. The extra skater comes on. It's Rivik. This is Regenda. Navigates through neutral ice, looking to get it back. He does. Regenda back to the blue line. Rivik, snapshot! And that's an arm save by Fuchik as it bounces to the corner. Pospisil back on it. 6 skaters out there for Slovakia. Trying to tack on a third goal here against Poland. Whip cross ice. Chernisak is able to settle that. Rivik gave it back to him. Backhand pass. He got it through. Fairbury slap pass and booted away as the delayed penalty continues. Fairbury, Pospisil, and finally the Polish team will touch, and Slovakia will go to the power play.
Yeah, this will be a big chance to really bury this game with a third goal. They've moved the puck pretty effectively, but still have some work to do. Roughing call. Yeah, for the Slovak power play. Some good stuff. They've certainly got some talent. But if they can score a goal here, confidence-wise, moving on in the tournament. Again, big picture stuff is always important too. Coaching staff, win the shift, win the period, win the game. Of course, that's right on the front burner. But they go back and they look big picture. Okay, where are we at? What do we have to work at? And power play still could be a little sharper.
The control off the face-off to begin the man advantage. Judasek slipping down to the corner. Tatar took the pass. Tatar walks it out. Nemec wants it at the line. Tatar gives it to him. Nemec, Tatar, one-time shot kicked away by Kuchik. Not a whole lot on that shot. Slavkovsky got it back. Budacek stepped in front of Poland, trying to clear, maybe get a chance the other way if they can, but they can't get it out. Slavkovsky trying to hold the line. The Polish player buried underneath him there, and it's ripped down into the Slovak zone and hit one of the players at the bench, so the whistle blows.
Tatar with the one-timer off the flank on the right wing side. Didn't get a lot on it, and there wasn't any real net front presence. It's interesting because on the bigger ice surface, those one-timers from the flank, even though they come from inside the face-off circle, they still look and feel different, right? Because the depth perception on the wider ice surface is really a different look. And still, the bottom line is whether it's an NHL rink or this one, you still have to get inside ultimately and get good looks from the prime scoring areas, or at least rebounds on those one-timers.
Christian Zabinski is in the box for Poland for another 118 unless Slovakia can score. It's spun back by Chernisak. Rivik brings it in. Regenda slow sings at the hash marks. Pavel Regenda will leave it. Cehlarik out front. Here's a chance. Rivik backdoor. Great passing, but just under the stick of Cehlarik. Maybe he wasn't waiting for that pass. Marek Rivik. Wrist shot. Easy save off the drive by Chernisak. That'll bounce all the way out.
That's the best look that they had. It was just a tad off. That cross-ice pass, though, had the right idea. Rivik trying to get it to Cehlarik.
Regenda makes his way in. Cehlarik takes the pass. He's got a cushion there, and he gets it back again. Cehlarik takes the pass from Chernisak. Slovak power play. Under a half minute remaining in it, and 9:10 to go in regulation. That shot is blocked. It hit Zygmunt, went to the boards. Can he clear? Not there. Rivik sets it up. Cehlarik with a ripper. Rebound in front, and Chingle is denied. And looks like he's in a coffin. Kuchik making the save and hanging on. He's hurt.
Yeah, I don't know where he got that one, but that one-timer, that was a blast, big time. And he is in big-time difficulty.
Writhing right now.
Yeah, I'm guessing that hit him in a spot that you never want to get hit. But it was almost invisible, the one-timer, and it was quickly rising. And yeah, he is still moving. It really wasn't visible from here. Yeah. I couldn't tell exactly where it got him. At first, I wondered if it had hit the defenseman in front, but obviously it didn't. And with all that padding on, he is still just like face down. And
well, at first he was kind of lying on his back still, and then he really felt the pain. So David Zabolotny is the backup today, and looks like he'll be pressed into service. And Kuchik, yeah, you can see him go back down.
Yeah, he's going right down his right. Something gave on him. Yeah. They are, I don't know if they want a doctor or if they're looking for assistance to help them off the ice. There's definitely going to be a goaltending change. I saw the referee motion over, like, are they going to bring somebody out to help him? Okay, they got him up now.
See if we can detect it.
So, yeah, he's favoring the left side. He's staying on the bench. He's not going right in. I'm not quite sure why he'd want to do that. It was still really hard to tell where that hit him, or whether he just, pulled something so badly making the save. At first, I thought maybe he got it in the groin and it hit him, the way he was down on the ice. Still hard to tell, or he just pulled something so badly making those leg saves. Those goaltenders have to contort themselves so incredibly sometimes. You wonder how there aren't more hip and groin tears and injuries.
It's remarkable. But David Zabalotny is in goal now. He's played with, he's from Frankfurt originally. Stopped 33 of 38 in the 5-1 loss to Sweden on Sunday. He'll go for a little skate, try and get warm, and still 2-0. 8:40 left in the third here in Ostrava. Nothing Slovakia. There's not been a goal in this one since 11:46 of the first period when Tomáš Tatar made it 2-0. Lukas Chingel scored the first goal at 2:03. David Zabalotny just coming in goal for an injured Tomáš Fučík. In the meantime, Poland killed a Slovak power play that has not been able to score to this point tonight. Worked out of the zone, just past the reach of Michael Ivan. Puck knocked down. Veronka will let it go there for Frasco. Behind the net, it skipped away from Prashuk. At the line, Martin Kalush, good-looking defenseman. A swing and a miss that time by Prashuk, but he'll get it back. The puck changed direction, so Kalush could not keep it in, and he'll bang it right back around.
The Slovaks have kept it pretty tight. I mean, they scored those 2 goals in the first period. Nothing much has happened scoring-wise. They haven't taken, big-time gambles. They've made a few mistakes. There have been a few looks for Poland, but overall, I'm sure Craig Ramsey's pretty happy with, that tight defense, staying with the program. That's what coaches always talk about, and I'm sure there have been reminders on the bench to go along. We're in the lead. Let's do it the right way. Continue big-picture stuff so that we play against teams that are high-powered, that we have that structure, we have that belief that we can shut a game down when we have a 2-goal lead.
Again, their next game is against France on Saturday. Poland will play the United States on Friday. Clean face-off win. That shot blocked. Reaching in was Macias. He couldn't get the shot through to the net. Poland desperate to cut the disadvantage in half if they can. This is Kruchek. He'll serve it over for Vida. He missed the net. All the way back to Kruchek again. Passes back along the end boards. And it's chipped out to center ice. Vida to the blue line. Jabinski dodges a hit. Cehlarik stepped ahead of him, and Jabinski just went flying. I think he got caught up with the skates of Chernisak. Poland will get a 5-skater change now. 7:10 to go here in the third. Behind the goal, Patrick Koch. Gurman, long pass, redirected pass, Zabalotny. Camille Gorny steps away with it. Gorny floats that down. And that's going to be icing against Poland. The pace slows right now here in Ostrava.
It's a control factor game for Slovakia. They don't want to give anything away. those regroups, it's important what the D-men do. And it looks like they're just going for the long tip. They're nothing complicated. They don't want their defensemen up on the play, even though they have room to come up, you know, with some speed and attack and be the tip of the spear. But with a 2-0 lead, that's not what they want. They want those guys back, because if there is a turnover, that transition game, they don't want it to cost them a goal to now make it a 2-1 game. So therefore, the pace of the game goes way down.
Hudacek looked to walk out with it. He gets support from Tatar. Back for Hudacek. To the blue line, Gourmand. Send it through. Tatar, he fanned on it. Oh, he had a crack at a third point right there, but he mostly missed.
Yep, and he knows it too. Puck was spinning a little bit. He's frustrated. But he's been around the net as much or more than anybody on the Slovak team. He knows where to go. It comes off the end wall. Oh, yeah, he just can't get it to settle down. Does a good job of getting it, I think, with his glove, and puts it down. He has one shot at it, and the blade of the stick passed right underneath the puck.
Notice that live it hit the goal post originally and then come out by Tatar as Frasco is denied off the rush. He's got good speed, number 10 in red. Pospisil for Slovakia. Regenda is to his far left. Pospisil, Regenda, and that is knocked just out of his path at the last moment. Good speed and transition there by Slovakia. Gregors Pashut forced to go back 14 minutes into this third period. Christian Dubinsky, the 35-year-old. Poland trying to draw something up. Kalush, long pass. Dubinsky knocked it ahead, or batted. It's right in. And coming out was Slavai. Didn't get the chance he wanted.
It was there. It's the same problem all the time. They get a look, and they just can't handle the puck, can't make the shot.
Chalarik, wrist shot. Zabalotny fought it off. Again, he just came in cold. Swept back to the blue line. Rivik. This is Chernisak. Marek Rivik fanned on it. Double puck. Well, the referees fell at center. Hops right back up. Loose at the front of the goal. The puck kind of skipping rather crazily at times. Vanatsky back up. His pass to the slot. He was trying to link with Matthias. Rivik winds up and rips it. That went wide. Zabalotny may have gotten a piece. Couple of chances at both ends, but the score remains 2-0 Slovakia. In Prague right now, Switzerland continues to lead Great Britain. They've had a 3-0 lead for quite some time. The similar story here as Slovakia continues to lead Poland since midway through the first by a count of 2-0.
Some good things for Poland that last shift. Dronia with a terrific defensive play right at the net to prevent a goal. And then Urbanowicz at the other end just had it roll off his stick on the backhand when he had a really good scoring chance, could have put them on the board.
Good a check in the corner for Slovakia. Kept it away from Dominik Pash. Now it'll roll to Valega. He got it to center. They'll move it right back in. Brick flipped it ahead. That redirect was intended for Zygmunt. Now he's into the forecheck. Zygmunt centering pass, but good positioning by Koch. Brick wrist shot and sailed it through. See Hlavai looking for that shot puck. It sailed by. Tatar batted back to Koch. Chingal will move it in, and if the score stands, he would have the game winner. Scored early, just over a couple of minutes in.
I'm impressed with the Slovaks forwards that have been really good and really conscientious about coming back through the middle of the ice and back checking. They've been on it. They haven't hesitated. They get back to their spots where they're supposed to be, and they jam plays up.
Kellerman off the rush, tried to center it. He's got it again. Kellerman, Pospisil, Regenda protecting it. Pavel Regenda backhands it low as they start to dance here. And Ostrava again. Pospisil fought to keep it in, and he did. And behind the net, Milos Kellerman spins in the corner. Fika caught up with the referee there, looked like. Chingal, Nemetz called for it, and he's got it. Shimon Nemetz looking for a lane. Wrist shot, he sailed it wide. A big bounce off the backboards. Pavel Dronia played in the German second division with Ravensburg this last year. 3:15 on the clock. Poland just can't find any offense. Fehervari with the puck for Slovakia. Sends it right back to the right side to Juraj Slavkovsky. Cehlarik is in front. Slavkovsky sails one. Trapper save and a hold by Zablotny.
Fans are trying to get the Poles going. Running out of time. 3:01 to go. Still down by 2 goals. Late second period against France is the last time Poland scored a goal. So they are thirsty for one here, but you can see they just, you have that look of like, how are we going to get this done? Even when they do get a quick turnover and they get a look, something goes wrong. It's a mishandle or whatever. Maybe it's going to be a piece of luck and a good bounce that'll help them out.
Slavkovsky snapshot knocked down by Zablotny. He couldn't squeeze it. He's been all right coming in cold, looking pretty sharp. Off the board, Slavkovsky again, put it through. Rivik is there, and they score. Cehlarik.
The big line comes through for Slovakia again. In tight spaces, they handle the puck really well, and they crowd the net. They go to the net. They always have somebody there in the dangerous area. Keep the puck alive. Nice job there by Cehlarik, and then it's Slavkovsky again, retrieving the puck, fighting off the check, brings it back into the scoring area. That's the game they've played. This is how this line works. Slavkovsky gets it, finds some space, makes some space, and then his line mates find a way to get open, back away. Sometimes that's the right play. Rivik is on it. Cehlarik is right there. Cehlarik gets it first. They finally make it 3-0. First goal we've seen since the first period.
Cehlarik right in front at 17-22, gets his first of the tournament. Strong play off the boards by Slavkovsky. Koch ripped it on goal, and Chingal scores. Two goals in 12 seconds, 4-0 Slovakia.
For Poland, they're just worn down mentally and now physically. They've tried the best they can to try and manufacture something, and then that 3-0 goal just hurt them so bad, and they sagged a little bit, and they just had their hope taken away. A stranglehold, slowly but surely. Slovakia just keep coming at them, shutting things off at their end of the ice, and now it's 4-0.
So they went 45.5 minutes with 2 goals, and then they get 2 in 12 seconds to make it 4-0. Chingal with his second goal of the game. Good observation, Brian. You just have seen the life come out of Poland, and don't have much more to give now.
That third goal, that was the last straw. They just know we just can't get it done. We can't find the back of the net, so they know it's going to end 3-0 or whatever. And next thing you know, now it's 4. You can tell by the body language and the sag, and it's hard. It happens to every team in a situation like that. We've already seen that in prior games in the tournament. When you lose hope at the end of the game, it is definitely over.
Tomáš Tatar with a goal and 2 assists in this one. He picked up an assist on that second Chingo goal. He got one on his first goal too. A little late flex of the offensive muscle from Slovakia to make it a 4-0 deficit. Under 2 to go in this one. Now Pospisil, he'll move it back to the blue line. Nemec couldn't hold the line. So Slovakia will get out. Play will go right on. Headman pass to the line. Pasiuc, that shot just slid into the corner. Turning is Gajdos. He'll move it to the blue line. Cehlarik to Hrivic. Some skating room on the right for him. He was looking for Cehlarik, but a handful of Polish players were waiting. Cehlarik got the 3rd goal just a couple of minutes ago. Slavkovsky backing up, being careful with his decision, and that goes high and off the glass. Cehlarik just wanted to send it right back to Slavkovsky, it looked like. Baranko is up ahead, but the right side pass comes to Vanatsky. Now Baranka, maybe here is the chance, and that shot is blocked off Gajdos and out of play.
And you see the reaction there by Baranka. Every once in a while they get chances like this, and it's been like that game after game. And here are the goals in the last dying minutes of this game. Good push, and that's a sign of a good team too. Killer instinct. You get a goal, you come right back at them again. You can sense that Poland is sagged. You sting them again and put the game really out of reach.
Under a minute left. Shot off the draw. Pash could not get that through. Tatar faked a clearing attempt. Put it back for Ferivari, and he'll slip a check. Chernisak moved it ahead. Now Chingal, he's got a pair. He'll protect it. Lukas Chingal. Following up. Kudacek for the Slovaks. They got 2 in the first, nothing in the second, and 2 in the latter stages of this 3rd period of play. As Pash will take it in. Poland looking to break the glass and get one if they can, but it's been next to impossible for them to create offense. Not many chances. Slovakia has shut them down. 3-point night for Tomáš Tatar, and the shutout for Samuel Hlebaj, and it's all over.
This tournament is about hope and experience for Poland. They're glad to be here. They're learning about what it takes the next step. This was another one of the hard lessons. They just can't score. And for Slovakia, they did it by the numbers. They did what they had to do. They earned this going away.
4-0 for Slovakia. 2 regulation wins, 1 in overtime, and 1 loss as they take it 4-0 over Poland here in Ostrava.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best players of each team are awarded by Raiffeisenbank International, official sponsor of the 2024 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship. The prizes will be presented by Peter Hrubýs, Tatra Bank, and by Ireneusz Raš, Secretary of State at the Ministry of Sport and Tourism. Best player of Team Poland is number 33, Tomáš Fučík. And the best player of Team Slovakia is number 90, Tomáš Tatar.
Christian, I know you got the loss, but tell me about the fight that your team put up for most of this game.
Well, it was pretty hard first period. It was pretty fast. They put the good lever on the hockey. We back up. It was 2-0, but second period we were a little bit better. We come up with some couple chances, but the goalie was pretty good. Third period, we want to try to risk, and we give up two goals. So much easy.
And speaking of good goalies, Fušek is really been incredible for you guys. How good was he, and how worried were you when you saw him leave the ice?
We have 3 good goalies, and they rotate pretty good. Everybody healthy. But I was a little bit worried because we need all 3 goalies for next 4 games or next 3 games. But I hope he's okay now.
Your next game is going to be against the United States. What lessons have you learned that you can apply there?
We have to come up with the hard what we got and just be a little bit like pain in the ass and be close to them. You know, don't give them too much chances. Stick to them. Good stick work. Don't go to the penalty box, and we could fight in the third period.
Last one in Polish. What can you say about the fight you guys put up today against Slovakia?
No to był bardzo dobry mecz, daliśmy dużo serca z siebie. Mam nadzieję, że to nam się zwróci w następnych meczach i strzelimy te dużo goli i zaśpiewamy Mazurka Dąbrowskiego.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thomas, we saw you set up Chingal with a great goal, and then you get set up by one of your teammates. Just what can you say about the chemistry you're developing as a team?
It's been great. You know, we've been working hard. We have a lot of fun together. I'm very happy it's working. You know, it's a team effort, and you know, I can be more grateful for it.
I can see all the people in this crowd watching you, cheering you on. What's this atmosphere like to play in?
It's amazing. They're creating a home stand for us. You know, it's great to play in front of a great fans like that. They come so many to support us, you know, all the way from Slovakia, you know, from different cities, and it's just been a great experience. I hope they enjoyed it as we do.
Throughout the World Championship, how have you seen your team just improve at this tournament?
You know, the first game was kind of hard. You know, a lot of emotions, you know, went through. We've talked that in the locker room it can happen, and, you know, we've dialed it in. You know, we played 3 great matches in a row. Poland was a great, you know, the team, you know, they skated, they made it very hard on us, but, you know, I'm very happy we played well in 60 minutes and finished the game well.
Finally, and you can answer this one in your native language, but what can you say just about the fight that your team has shown and the improvement throughout this tournament?
To bola paráda, proste som veľmi rád ako mužstvo, ako sme vyspeli a jak pokračujeme v tom turnaji, naozaj ten prvý zápas nám to vôbec neuľahčil, ale odtedy sme začali robiť naozaj veľmi veľa dobrých vecí a naozaj stupňujeme to, takže teším sa už na ďalšie zápasy a ja dúfam, že pozbierame čo najviac bodov.
Thank you, congratulations.
Thank you so much, appreciate it.
Ja som len tak prechádzal všetkými.